Hey there, it's Vicky Marie, and John's behind the camera.
Hello.
And we've got Roscoe. It's just us today for Easter, but we went ahead and made a nice big meal. I'm going to just kind of show you a little clip here of us cooking dinner because, well, that's what we did today. So, yeah, so I hope you enjoy. And this is my Easter outfit. Even though we're just home, I don't know. I always like to do white pants. We usually would dress up. If I were going out, I would probably have worn my tan heels or maybe some black heels. I'm not sure. Some sandals. But since it's just us, I've got my slippers on, my white jeans, my little top I got from Kohl's a couple months ago, and it's actually snowing outside, so it's cold. So I thought this is, you know, kind of between spring and still keeping me warm enough. So that's my Easter outfit. So that's a little DIY teacup I made last year, and I did put a video out on that, but yep, I have two of them. There's this one and this one. We started off with this fully cooked ham, and this is about a maybe 4 pound, 5 pound ham, and I just have this in a shallow baking dish. And so I'm just going to lay it on its side. I've got the oven preheated to 325 degrees. I just have this small can of pineapple. That's the only can I found, last can of pineapple. So I usually would use more, but I mix that with a couple tablespoons of brown sugar, and then I take my knife and just score that ham a little bit on all sides. And then I'm just going to baste that with the pineapple and brown sugar mixture. So I'm just getting my toothpicks ready because I'm going to need those after I get through basting here. So I'm just going to baste it and pour that on. Sometimes I will add apple juice as well, but I did not have any apple juice. So you can do apple juice and pineapple, or you can do the pineapple or the apple juice and brown sugar, or the pineapple juice and brown sugar. And I just used the toothpicks to attach that on. If I had more pineapple, I would have put these all the way around, but again, that's all they had at the store, so I was a little bit limited, but that's okay. We're improvising this year. And I'm just going to put that in the oven, and that's going to take about an hour and a half. And in the meantime, I just have these boiled eggs. I chop them in, I just cut them in half. And I take the yolks and put them in my bowl. And I cook these with my egg boiler, my little gadget that John got last Christmas that works so well. You can see how easy those yolks just pop right out. So you just get those all mashed up. I mashed them with a fork, and I'm not measuring anything, but you can see I'm just putting a little bit of mayonnaise in there, just enough for texture. I'm looking for a nice creamy texture. So just adding, and I'm just using regular mayonnaise. You can easily make this keto, just depending on which condiments you use, but I'm adding a little mustard there. And I always put the dill pickle relish in my deviled eggs. And I just add a little more mayonnaise just to get the creamy texture. Now just use a spoon and just dip, just fill each one of those eggs with the mixture. I have washed my hands, and I am using my hands. If you don't want to use your hands, you can certainly just
use a gadget. You can put this in a little, like a cookie decorator, like an icing gadget where you can squirt the icing on. I don't know what to call that, but I have done that before too, if you want to make them fancy. But they came out really nice, and then I just sprinkle it with paprika on top. That's what gives it that really pretty look, I think, and it tastes so good. These came out so good. And now the green bean casserole. I just threw a couple of cans of green beans in here, a can of cream of mushroom soup. This is not low-cal, but hey, it's a holiday. Just gonna get that all mixed up. And just a splash of milk, probably about a quarter of a cup of milk there. And just threw in some of the onions, the dried onions, and I didn't measure, but I just kind of tossed in enough just to get them nice and blended. And a little bit of pepper. You can add salt. I don't usually add salt when I'm cooking. And I'm just going to throw that in the oven. And honestly, that doesn't take long at all. So I'm going to cook that at, the green beans go in at 350 degrees for about, maybe just till they're heated through. Maybe 10-15 minutes. Those rolls were freezer rolls, and yeah. So now I'm going to take these rest of the onions and put them on top and bake that for another 5 to 10 minutes. Now the rolls I did cook for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees. And in the meantime, let's just go ahead and get the potatoes peeled for mashed potatoes. And I don't show this, but on the mashed potatoes, I just boil them. I cut them up and then boil them till they're soft, mash them, add a little bit of milk, butter, and pepper. And that's what I put in my mashed potatoes. Very simple, but that's how John likes them. This was a really simple meal. If you're looking for just a really quick holiday meal, this is the one. It's so easy. I also made cookies for dessert, John's very favorite cookies, but I'm not going to show those in this video because I have a collab coming up with a very good friend, and I'm going to show you those cookies on a collab. We'll see that in a couple of days. We're going to start with the 0.3 ounce packs of Jell-O. You can use any flavor you want. I'm using the sugar-free cherry. So we're going to put that in a bowl, and then we're going to add 2 cups of boiling water. Just stir that up until it dissolves. And now we'll add 1.5 cups of cold water. And now the secret sauce, 2 cups of applesauce, and I use sugar-free. Stir that up until it's mixed well. now just cover it with saran wrap. Make sure you seal it nice and tight. And we're going to put that in the refrigerator and let it chill until it's set. I like to put mine in and leave it overnight.
So here's the Jell-O salad. And we just did the quick rolls that we, that's the kind that you just have to pop in the oven. And we cooked the ham with just the pineapple. Putting pineapple on top of that ham like that really does make it seem special. And then with the brown sugar, of course. And the green bean casserole is always good, something that we always enjoy. And of course, salad and mashed potatoes. And it's just simple and sweet, but oh, we forgot. Well, we had deviled eggs, but honestly, I made them and we ate them for an hors d'oeuvre earlier. So, so that's what's for dinner today. Yep, so however you're celebrating today, I hope you were able to have some family around you. And if not, we'll all celebrate with family again very soon. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Bye.